to be not free, to be under no physical constraint and yet to be a psychological captive, compelled to think, feel, and act as the representative of the national state, or some private interest within the nation, wants him to think, feel, and act. The nature of psychological compulsion is such that those who act under constraint remain under the impression that they are acting on their own initiative. To him, the walls of his prison are invisible, and he believes himself to be free. That he is not free is apparent only to other people. His servitude is strictly objective. Aldous Huxley. This, my friends, was part of the plan to dumb down humanity so that the removal of humanity from the earth would be without problems. Everything the Vatican Zionists or Zionists Vatican have done is to this end. Adnists, papacy, Zionists, it's all one. This has caused confusion in the past. Know your enemy, know who is destroying life for humans on earth. The Vatican took over the education in many countries to ensure they had the lowest IQ. This was, and is, a criminal act. Veronica knows this firsthand. Growing up in Ireland, she was fully aware of the suppression of the people, and their mind control by both church and state. All the great patriots who saw through the Vatican's role, denounced it, and were killed. Only those who served the Vatican were allowed to survive. It is only now that the Irish people are awakening to the truth of the Vatican's manipulation and control of the Irish people. The Red Papacy is the true enemy of Ireland. Germany has also suffered greatly at the hands of the Vatican. 2 world wars have not succeeded in suppressing the German people. Hitler closed all Masonic lodges in Germany, so they were furious. The destruction of Germany was planned. Many years ago, they planned 3 world wars. You have had 2 of them, the 3rd one they have planned to have with Russia and China. This is what you are seeing now. They plan everything in advance. All this is playing out in front of your eyes right now. The propaganda is produced by TV and newspapers. Your political leaders are just that, it is all lies, designed to reel you in. They want and need a massive blood sacrifice, so will encourage your sons and daughters to put on the uniform that states that they are willing to become a blood sacrifice for the cabal. How many more will be sacrificed before you wake up and say, I will not comply? Using people to destroy humanity is but a joke to them. I say, once more to you, and ask you to take it on board, nothing is as it seems. The history you were taught is totally untrue. It was written by those who had planned to take over your world. All religions were created by the Vatican. Research this for yourselves. You have been conned by the greatest con men in history. They have managed to hold you in darkness for 2,000 years. They have controlled your minds, your whole lives, and your countries, and you were blind to it. Now, with a little help from us in the afterlife, you are seeing the corruption and control that you are living in. Think for yourselves, and stop acting like sheep. Look to those who know and understand what is being done to humanity. Refuse to accept the lies of your oppressors. Challenge them to reveal the truth. The puppets love to be photographed together, to show strength, solidarity, and hopefully, power, when in actual fact, they have no power at all. This becomes more obvious to you every day. They just obey their master's orders. Look at them, and look at the company they keep. More importantly, look at who holds their purse strings. This alone will tell you all you need to know. 2016 is a most important year. You cannot afford to make mistakes or waste time. You cannot allow your world to be destroyed. Forget all you were taught. Learn who you are and what your role is in the world at this time. You must stand together for truth and justice for all. This is being done in Ireland, where the people are challenging the government, the Vatican, the banks, etc. They have found their voice. They will lead the way. The US is again being bamboozled into electing yet another Zionist puppet. Will they ever learn? The whole world pays dearly for the mistakes which the American people make when choosing a president. Disregard what the candidates say. Look at what they do. Ask who supports them. for that will tell you all you need to know. My friends, together, we are trying to create a better world for all. To do this, you must learn from the mistakes of the past. Together, we can do it. It can be achieved. Everything has been stacked against you for the last 2,000 years. The Vatican, headed by the Cabal, has used many totally different guises that have served to confuse you. Now, you see things as they are. You need to remove yourselves from all connection with these corrupt institutions. Free your minds of all the restrictions and commands. Live as spirit in a human body, for that is what you are. Your spirit is forever. Your body is only for this life, never forget that. You are on earth at this time to make a difference, to remove all that is dark and corrupt, and to ensure that humanity survives and the earth continues. My friends, please indulge me for a moment. Today is Valentine's Day, when love should be the order of the day. I learned what it meant to love and be loved, when Veronica came into my life. To have love in your life every day is a privilege that is available to all. Open your hearts. Do not be afraid to love. My love is always with you, my dear.